Well, I was terminated. I don't teach here at the university.
And yet, she's back.
Gosh, we've got to get rid of those people over in the Middle East that have these weapons of mass destruction.
She's still teaching her environmental whistleblowing curriculum, the curriculum she claims got her fired.
Students were given a wide range of positions on these issues. They're not controversial because of me, they're controversial because of the criminality involved and the fact that criminal polluters have power at this university to influence who gets to teach and who does not.
I do think it's direct action against the administration's authority.
He's talking about a movement at CU to bring 2 fired professors back into the classroom, Adrian Anderson and Ward Churchill.
A few students that were trying to basically get some guerrilla teaching going on campus, guerrilla style.
Well, to me, it's clearly not a resistance movement. However, at the same time, it is clearly more than people going to class.
Ward Churchill was investigated after he compared 9/11 victims to Nazis. University regents eventually decided to fire him in June for academic misconduct. Students like Eric DeBrune think it's bigger than that.
I feel like in general, this community and this campus has a very serious aversion to ideas that aren't Eurocentric, to ideas that aren't patriarchal, and that challenge dominant hierarchies. And I think that's something that Ward did. And this campus has a problem with all of those things. And Ward just ended up being a symbol for it.
Alexis Goggins goes to Anderson's underground classes because she wants to tackle these cultural norms.
The scope that's offered by these lectures specifically isn't offered in, the classes that I'm taking now as environmental studies or history.
University officials admit that the lectures are within school rules, but caution they won't change the status of either professor. Still, students like Alexis remain determined.
As a university student, it makes me feel empowered that as a member of this community, a paying student of this community, that I have incentive to actually act and not just become conscious of things, that I'm part of a community thing. So for me, it's not just, see you this, controversy this. I'm a part of this community. This is my community. I'm an active participant in what goes on and what doesn't happen.
In a written statement, the university said the students would not get credit for their unsanctioned studies. But the fired professors aren't budging. Right after he was fired, Ward Churchill said,
I am going nowhere. It's not about break, it's not about bend, it's not about compromise, it's not about negotiate your rights. If you negotiate your rights, you have no rights.
Despite being fired, it seems he will be on campus teaching for free. And so will Adrian Anderson, so long as students come to class.
I want to pass on whatever knowledge I've gained to help young people become effective at protecting their communities and the environment. And I want to do it in this state, at this university, because this is where it matters.
Jessica Bralish, Choose or Lose 2008.